Blood Hound Lil Jeff wasn't just another name in Chicago's drill scene. He was working a controversy, a lyrical menace, and a self-proclaimed villain. His music was violent, and his persona even more so. He called himself the Jeffrey Dahmer of drill, and the streets knew him as a young rapper with a chilling reputation for catching hats, a slang term for alleged killings. But behind the viral tracks, the Instagram lives was a teenager spiraling deeper into a world of retaliation, gang warfare, and self-destruction. This is the rise and fall of Blood Hound Lil Jeff. Born Jeffrey Lamar Harris Jr. on July 14, 2002, Lil Jeff grew up on the east side of Chicago, a neighborhood where gang culture wasn't just present. It was instilled into his everyday life. His father was allegedly affiliated with the 068 C Block gang, but Jeff claimed his dad played a little role in his upbringing. Instead, he was raised by his older brother, J Boogie, and cousin Z Money and Q50, both of whom were allegedly involved in Blood Hound and Drill City movement. From a young age, Jeff was surrounded by violence, loyalty, and survival. He initially aspired to play basketball and even try out for his high school varsity team, but after being cut in 2020, he abandoned that dream and turned to the streets and eventually to music. Jeff's transition into the drill scene was anything but subtle. He quickly became known for his chilling vocal style, high-pitched, villainous, unapologetically aggressive style. His music wasn't just entertainment, it was a reflection of his reality. Tracks like BH4L, 9 with a 9, and Striker painted vivid images of street warfare, retaliation, and personal loss. He collaborated frequently with Bloodhound Q50 and JB Ben Latin, and his lyrics often reference real-life shootings and murders. Jeff didn't shy away from controversy. In fact, he embraced it. He openly claimed responsibility for multiple killings, including the deaths of rivals Monty and Lil Rob, and used social media to mock his enemies and their families. Whether these claims were true or exaggerated for clout, they added to his reputation as one of the most feared young rappers in Chicago. The term hats became synonymous with Lil Jeff's name. In the drill slang, a hat refers to a kill, and Jeff allegedly caught several. He referenced these killings in his music and Instagram lives. Sometimes with disturbing detail, he likened himself to serial killers, including Jeffrey Dahmer, and flaunted weapons and drugs online. His persona was deliberately provocative and designed to instill fear and command respect, but it also made him a target. His enemies didn't just dislike him, they wanted him gone. The beef between Bloodhound, Drill City, and Trap City was escalating, and Jeff was at the center of it. His cousin Z Money's murder in March 2023 triggered a wave of retaliatory violence, with Jeff allegedly participating in several shootings in response. As Jeff's notoriety grew, so did the danger surrounding him. He continued to release music, each track more aggressive than the last. His lyrics became darker, more personal, and more confrontational. He wasn't just rapping about the streets, he was living them. His Instagram lives often featured him around taunting rivals, flashing guns, and boasting about his exploits. Fans were drawn to the authenticity of his chaos. While critics warned that he was spiraling towards self-destruction, despite the warnings, Jeff showed no signs of slowing down. He was fully immersed into the drill lifestyle, and his music reflected that immersion with brutal honesty. On June 8, 2024, Lil Jeff's life came to a violent end. While sliding into the Woodlawn, Trap City's territory, he was ambushed and shot between 15 and 19 times. Surveillance footage captured his final moments, running, collapsing, and dying in the street. An autopsy revealed fentanyl, cocaine, and alcohol in his system. He was just 21 years old. His death sent shockwaves through the drill community. Fans mourned, rivals mocked, and the media took notice. Some called him a cautionary tale, others martyr of the streets. His music, filled with pain, violence, and raw emotion, became a posthumous soundtrack to a life lived on the edge. The aftermath of Jeff's death was as chaotic as his life. Bloodhound affiliates vowed revenge, while Trap City members celebrated his demise. Social media lit up with tributes, diss tracks, and conspiracy theories. Some fans speculated that Jeff's death was orchestrated by enemies he had taunted one too many times. Others believed it was inevitable given the path he had chosen. Regardless of the theories, one thing was clear. Lil Jeff had left a mark. His music continued to circulate, gaining new listeners who were drawn to the rawness of his story. His name became legend in the drill scene, a symbol of both talent and tragedy. Blood Hound Lil Jeff was one of the most controversial and captivating voices in Chicago drill. His music was raw, his persona was unapologetic, and his life was a reflection of the chaos he rapped about. If he had poured more of his energy into the studio instead of the streets, he might have become one of the most defining artists of his generation. But instead, his legacy is a cautionary tale of talent consumed by violence, of fame tangled with danger, and of a young man who lived fast and died even faster. His name still echoes through the city of Chicago. Though the lyrics of those who knew him, feared him, or were inspired by him, Bloodhound Lil Jeff didn't just make music. He became part of his mythology, and whether you loved him or hated him, you can't deny he left a mark that won't be forgotten.